What's up, everybody? You'll never believe it. You may never guess. But we're back with more Dynamax adventures. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right, chat? I cannot get over how small Uxie is, by the way. I've been thinking about it for like 3 days now. I can't stop thinking about how tiny Uxie is. And the fact that I'm down another Lake Guardian. After like 4 years? Yeah, there we go. There's the updated list. We've had to remove so many Pokemon from it lately. But we'll go ahead and get started in just a second here. Hope everybody's doing well. Oh, water is so good. Back-to-back gold shinies, too. Now I just need to get, like, Latios. Latios would be such a great addition to my gold collection. Daka's Cry kind of has, like, some reverb on it. Okay. Catching everything in a nice Lux Ball these days, too. Well, Kyurem's in a Moon Ball. Zerk is in a Dive. Truly insane. The first Dynamax stream without Uxie showing up. Well, at least a chance. A chance of Uxie showing up, so. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Any neat shinies lately? Cool pulls in Pocket? I'm gonna check Pocket right now, actually. I did manage to get a Gibble, finally. Only one, though, from the promo card event, so... I gotta go in for at least one more. And I can't open anything. Every Triumphant Light Pack and Wonder Pick has multiple dupes in it. This person pulled 2 Azumarill. I pulled 2 Mawile later. Or, earlier, not later. I mean, that could be a prediction. This person pulled 2 Houndour. There's something with dupes. I'm telling ya. You got shiny Keldeo last night. Nice. Congrats. You got 3 shiny Dittos. That's cool. 3 blue blobs. The only thing you're able to get are Cherim promo cards. Yeah, I've gotten Cherim like 3 times. I've gotten Cherim like 3 times. I'd like to be able to build a Leafeon deck, but I've only pulled 1 Leafeon EX, so... I've been using my Eggy Smash beatdown deck to beat the Garchomp AI. I almost always win, so that's nice. But yeah, if you missed it last Dynamax Adventure stream, chat, we got Uxie in all of its yellow glory. So we'll see if we have any new friends coming aboard tonight. That would be shiny 825. You got a Roselia shiny. That's such a nice shiny. The Badoo's whole line has nice shinies. What's up, Cacturn? Alright, you guys know the drill. First run is a solo run, and then I'll open up the lobby in case anybody wants to join. Yeah, we were trash talking Uxie in chat, too. No, you know we're not in for a good run when Golduck is in the starting lineup. Man, Lipard, you're always in the starting bunch. I need you to be in the actual adventure. Hatterene and Seismitoad. Oh, brother. I don't want to fight any of these Pokemon. I mean, I guess I have Skarmory. Yeah, but then we have 2 dark Pokemon. Is that Seismitoad into Palpitoad, by the way? That's a legendary pull if I've ever seen one. Yeah, shinies. You know who stinks? Zygarde. Palkia. Kyogre. What's up, everybody? We just got started. We have a Psychic type at the end here. The route wasn't looking so great. I'll be honest, the route not looking so great. But we'll try our best. We will try our best. Yeah, I have to wait 9. I only have 2 hourglasses left in pocket right now. I have used them all. You need Sandy Shocks and Koraidon to get the charm. You could try GTS with Pokemon Home on your phone. Or you could find a bot to gen them for yourself. Exclusives are always so annoying to deal with. Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. I think Hatterene was a poor choice. You got the Full Art Probopass EX? Nice. That's a great pickup. Exquisite pull. If you want to just gen them, there's a website you can use. They only allow you to have like 6. You can only make like 6 Pokemon, but if you only need a few, then that should be okay. Alright, Lipard. Don't die. Magnemite, Magneton, and Magnezone in one pull? That's very funny. I would have laughed out loud if I saw that in one of my packs. The whole family. You got a visit from the whole Magnet family. Oh, here, I didn't post it in Twitch chat. There you go. There's also plenty of Discords you could go that have unlimited use if you need to gen a lot of Pokemon for yourself. Or again, if you want to just do like GTS from home, that would also work. It's really up to you. I'm gonna hang on to Skarm. Okay, Janet took Hatterene. Alright. I guess we'll go Rabombi. Rebombin' my bee. But that website is pretty easy to use. You just pick what Switch game, like you could do Let's Go, you could do BDSP, you could do Legends Arceus. You can pick any Switch game. Which, speaking of Legends Arceus, I saw a tweet that I 100,000,000,000% agree with that said, please Game Freak, bring it back, and then there's a box and an arrow around release multiple. Which, yes, I would hope they bring back multi-release, but then I was reading the comments. Pokemon people crack me up. I never released a Pokemon outside of Legends. Aside from getting rid of hacked Pokemon from surprise trades. How have you never released a Pokemon in a game? I almost like don't believe that. Man, this Liepard has cost us 2 hearts. This is, oh jeez. These damn dark types. But so many people in the responses were like, oh, Pokemon Home. Like, mass release should be in every I shouldn't have to go to another app to do it. How is that an argument people have? I want less features in my Pokemon games because I can just go do it on Pokemon Home. What? And again, Pokemon Home has a limit. Like, it's not like it's really fun and seamless to do on Pokemon Home when you mass release. Well, I never have released a Pokemon in my life, so I hope they don't bring the feature back. Like, what? I mean, even if you're not a shiny hunter, if you, like, complete your Pokedex, your boxes are gonna have so many Pokemon in them. I don't understand that logic at all. Yeah, casuals without saying they're casuals. Yeah, why would you want to go to Pokemon Home every time just to mass release Pokemon? Like, what? What kind of argument is that? Who is that? Is that Dunsparce? I'll just fight Dunsparce. I mean, in PLA, incentivized, whoa! Why did that happen? My Stream Elements bot has been fucking wildin' lately. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, sorry, Cacturn. I don't know why Stream Elements just shot you dead in the chest. Oh man, do I need to disable the bot again? It's just taking out random people in chat. We're fighting Dunsparce right now. I can't remember what's happening. Yeah, I think the link is what got you there. Stream Elements just fired. The bot has just been malfunctioning for me. Yeah, I think it was the link. Oh god, the thing you link, Cacturn, is so cursed. Here, I'll read it. This reminds me of Pokemon Scarlet/Violet complaints previous to home compatibility, where breeding for shinies was too much of a chore. Talk about too much of a chore. For some players, because you had to delete each Pokemon one by one, and it was, quote, a waste of precious time, unquote. I timed it, and it took me a little bit over 5 minutes to erase 3 entire boxes. 90 Pokemons. And I guess people can do too many things in 5 minutes. Oh, reading that hurt me. Hurt me as a person. It's really funny how people will just think about their own view of the world and how they're just always correct. You can't, like, this person can't fathom that people would not enjoy releasing, like, boxes upon boxes of Pokemon. This person just cannot fathom that that would be tedious to some people. Yeah, actually, you know, speaking of the graphics, I was talking with Tyler earlier, and I had I don't know, I think it's kind of interesting. There goes Stream Elements yakking. But, I think, again, I don't quite understand why so many people are saying ZA looks god-awful. But I think one of the biggest differences is that it's in a city. I think Game Freak is fairly good at designing buildings and architecture. It isn't like Scarlet and Violet, where there's just so many areas. Oh, hey, it's Azelf. Were you feeling a little bit left out, Azelf? Okay. It isn't like Scarlet and Violet, where there's just massive areas of wide open nothingness, and you have to look at like the rock textures on the mountains. They can disguise, you know, lesser graphics by having lots of buildings and stuff. Like, I think they're pretty decent at designing buildings. And I think that's one of the reasons PLZA looks a lot better. Because it's in a city. And not, you know, like, the open desert in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, Cacturn, that's basically what I mean. Like, it's hard to make large, wide open places look good. That Liepard cost us 3 hearts. By the way. Just a little observation. That's GG. Wow. Not the first round losing to Azelf because Liepard just stunk up the joint. Alright. Well, I had taken a big L on that one. Yeah, that was the Black Cat curse. Jeez. Hey, pal, did you just blow in from Stupid Town? That Liepard literally cost us the entire game! We could have just beat Azelf next turn. Okay. Serenity now. But, yeah, I mean, I think... Yeah, Fields and Mountains can only look so good. Exactly. Like, all the cities in Scarlet and Violet look okay. For the most part. But I think that's why I've liked the look of PLZA more, because... Again, they're pretty good at designing buildings. There's not a lot of areas with the same texture on it, like mountains or the desert. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what all the people saying it looks like shit. What do they want it to look like? Exactly. I don't really know. Like, Scarlet and Violet has some horrendous textures. Like, that's just reality. I don't really see the same. I just don't get it. I don't get why people are so hung up on the ZA graphics. I don't see any god-awful mountains anywhere. Confusing art direction with graphics? Yes. Somebody changed how the graphics were rendered to improve it. Nintendo, hire this man. Oh, okay. Stream Elements is just banning for links now. I have not changed any of my settings. I might have to just turn Stream Elements off right now. Tyler, are you here? I could use some help. Also, one more slot left if anyone wants it. Yeah, it could be a Twitch update thing. I literally never have links blocked. They just added an outline around that Totodile. I fixed it, you guys! Here, I'll post your link for you. You're gonna ban me, Stream Elements? Link protection was... I never turn link protection on. What the heck? Okay. Okay. They're just turning settings on me without telling me. That's great. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh my god. Yeah, the outline does make it look like Pokemon Unite. I think it makes it look like a comic book. And that's not really a style I would ever think about Pokemon being in. I mean, I've seen one argument, one Pokemon model that I kind of agreed with the arguments, like, why does this look kind of worse? And that's Mega Sableye. In Auras, you could see Mega Sableye's... You could see it through the gem. You know, the big red gem that Sableye, Mega Sableye holds. Also, we're fighting a flying type. You could see Sableye's image through the gem in Auras, and it doesn't look like you can see through it in ZA. In fact, I've seen a few people complain about the way the Mega Evolutions look. They're kind of rainbowy. I don't necessarily mind, but I kind of get why some people don't like it. Gen 9 took the transparency in Dragapult's tail? I didn't know that. You've seen people complain about the roof jumping scene? Yeah, the way they framed that in the trailer was kind of awkward. I remember being like, oh, you just kind of jump. Because it looks like you're jumping with the phone, the Rotom phone. But the way they filmed it in the trailer was kind of weird. I'm sure it'll look fine in the finished product. I wonder how much polish is being done on the game right now. They apparently wanted to release it last year. Yeah, like they frame the scene where you jump, where the character jumps off the roof in such a way that you can't really tell Rotom is in, you can't tell that it's Rotom. And if these are, you know, casuals watching the trailer, they're not gonna even know, like, who is Rotom? I only know Dragonite and Gengar. Does that website work? The Jenning website? Yeah, it works. You just pick whatever game you want, pick your Pokemon, make sure you're online and you're ready to trade if you're gonna use it. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't checked into a modern Pokemon game, you don't even know what they've done with Rotom. So I do think that was actually kind of maybe not the greatest shot to show in the trailer. I mean, and I just don't... I'm so sick of the way they bring Rotom back as a phone in every game. Yeah, let Rotom take a break. Let Rotom rest. I mean, it's hard to tell. Like, I kind of want to... I want to play the game. I want to feel how the movement feels. I'm really hopeful that the way you can jump off and do all those tricks on the roof, I hope it feels smooth. Yeah, like, Rotom could stay around as drones and stuff. I agree. That's fine. Row rest. You want to know if we can get AZ's Floette? Wouldn't that be funny if at the end of the game they tease, like, Floette starts floating towards the player character and then it's like, no. No, you don't get to have. Yeah, the problem when Game Freak used to put out demos is that they would leave the entire data of the game in the demo. So people would just crack into the Pokedex and find out every Pokemon from the demo. Yeah, I kind of, you know, just replacing ride Pokemon with Rotom is not... How do I want to describe? Not hype? Like, you think it'd be more fun and interesting in the game if you were like... I don't know, what's a Pokemon you could scale the rooftops with? Yeah, demos was mostly 3DS days. I remember the Sun and Moon demo very well. Yeah, who's the Sneasler for PLZA? Who's the new Sneasler? Yeah, the person, imagine being in the apartment building when there's a Hippowdon on your roof. Carbink. That would be kind of funny. You hold on to Carbink and Carbink just slowly flies you over the gap. Yeah, have a Snorlax body slam its way through your living room from the ceiling. Where the Pikachu is gigantic. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're in your bed and you live in Galar and you're in bed and the stadium you just hear pee off in the distance. I mean, Hippowdon on the roof, that can't be good. That can't be good. I can't imagine that's safe. That can't be good. Yeah, you know, that's actually a good question. Where are Xerneas and Yveltal in all this? That's actually a really good question. We saw Zygarde kind of hanging out as a little cell, as dog. But what are Xerneas and Yveltal up to? They're using their power to hold up the buildings. Xerneas is city patrol. What's up, Lordzilla? It's Chad's favorite Pokemon. You think they're under the tower? Yeah, maybe the Quasar company is gonna... I just don't want the big corporation to be the bad guys again, because it's just like Chairman Rose again. But how else would you involve Xerneas and Yveltal? Because they had a really easy way of having Dialga and Palkia for Arceus. They were causing some mischief. You had to step in. But what can they do for Xerneas and Yveltal? And they both gotta be there. Hopefully there won't be a billion pointlessly redundant, boring cafes. They were so proud of that. They were so proud of their 500 million identical, boring cafes. Get it? 'Cause France has a lot of cafes. I guess. I mean, you know, I don't actually know that much about what type of shops France really has a lot of, but okay. The bridges in Unova. Maybe Zygarde cells confused with Xerneas and Evital. That would be interesting. I mean, we don't even really know what Zygarde is up to. He seems to be, it seems to be watching maybe the player character. But then why would Zygarde be in the city just kind of hanging out? What the dog doing? Yeah, you just know if X and Y was a modern gen, they would have like parfaits, yeah. Crepes, yeah, parfaits, crepes, something like that. Me and coffee and baguette. Omelette du fromage. I don't think they could do escargot. Serving up gastrodons hot off the grill? Are they grilled? I don't know that actually. Steamed? Baked? He will be baked into bread. Yeah, we really have not seen much of any Gen 6 characters. Outside of, you know, some of the normal Pokedex Pokemon. We have not seen Sycamore. We haven't seen any of the starters. I'm telling you, chat, they're gonna do a reverse, an Uno reverse with the Kalos starters. You're gonna start off with Totodile, Chikorita, and Tepig. And then Professor Sycamore is gonna show up and be like, guess what? You can have one of these. And they're all gonna have Mega Evolutions. Yeah, we've just seen AZ. Sycamore is dead. He was involved in a tragic Geosynge house accident. Ooh, being able to have your own cafe would be fun. Pokemon Cafe remix. Well, 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 if it isn't Lug. You think it's an AU? Otherwise known as alternate universe. I kind of hope they don't do that. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they haven't revealed the Kalos starters at all tells me they're doing something special with them. That would be a great way to end, like, a brand new trailer. That could be the one more thing at the end of the next PLZA trailer. Yeah. Australia. I mean, being able to... I mean, honestly, I want to have AZ's job. Let's just run a Pokemon hotel. That sounds pretty fun. How many more trailers do you think we'll get? That's a good question. I feel like at least 2. I don't know, it's so strange that they did not give us a date. They did not give us a date. So it's hard to even, like... Yeah, maybe 1 trailer in summer, and then 1 more trailer, like, a month before release, in maybe, like, October. Again, the Japanese trailer said that it will be out in fall. It specifically said fall. So I think it's gonna be before November. See, I'd say Worlds, but then everybody, like Joe, was like, well, PLZA is not a competitive game, so don't expect to see it at Worlds. So I don't know. I mean, they kind of teased like there was some sort of competitive thing at the end with that, like... What if they brought back a Battle Frontier or something? Oh yeah, he's never wrong. Although he did have a tweet today that was like, well, this is actually this is actually correct. No, TPC does not control Game Freak. Game Freak co-owns the Pokemon Company. Like, yes. Yes, that's true. I don't know why so many people seem to think otherwise. GG. Alright, Lug. I'm throwing another one of my love balls at you. Would you like to be pink? And join your friend Ho-Oh? And Zapdos and Moltres and Uxie and Stakataka and Zekrom and Reshiram and Heatran, Tapu Bulu, Mewtwo. I'll stop now. No. Another one bites the dust. Dang. Alright, GG, go next. I saw a video about Dodrio the other day, which this guy makes like David Attenborough style like Pokemon videos, although he says Pokemon, which always takes me out. The Pokemons. And he said that Dodrio is thought to be descended from the 3 legendary birds, and I was like, is that true? Is that Dodrio lore? You know what? I'm actually gonna go look that up. I am actually curious. Is that in any of Dodrio's Pokedex entries? Also, full lobby. Let's go. Oh, Marshtomp's here. What's up, buddy? Okay, let me read all of Dodrio's Pokedex entries and see if that's in here anywhere. Using its 3 brains to execute complex plans. While 2 heads sleep, 1 stays awake. Oh, it's our friend Nihilego! Look who's back. Why, we haven't seen Nihilego in like one Dynamax adventure. Okay, I'm not seeing anything about the legendary birds. It has 3 hearts and 3 sets of lungs. The strongest head with the thickest neck becomes the leader and gains primary control of the body. Dodrio's existence kind of sounds terrible. That kind of sounds like a nightmare. I'm shiny hunting random Dynamax legends? Yes. That is precisely what I am doing. Most of Dodrio's entries just say that it runs at nearly 40 miles per hour. I don't feel like that's that impressive. Oh, only 40? Yeah, I think that guy just made that up. I don't see anything about... I don't see anything about the legendary birds. I think the guy just made it up. Yes, Cacturn, that's the same one, I think. Yeah, 40 miles per hour is not... Like, animals in real life can do that. This is supposed to be a 3-headed fictional creature. Faster than us? I mean, doesn't take much to be faster than most humans. Does not take much. Yeah, how fast are... Here's a better question. Who is the fastest land bird? 43. Ostriches can reach up to 43 miles an hour. So ostriches in real life are faster than Dodrio. That doesn't seem right. That does not seem right. I mean, just by 3, but still. How fast is a camel? I mean, I feel like camels are endurance animals. Pokemon speed tiers make no sense. If you were to actually do like some sort of scientific air quotes thing with like Pokemon speeds, you would have extremely funny data. Well, you see, there's this cow Pokemon, and you're never gonna believe how fast it is. There's this Pokemon, its name is Herugly, and you won't you will not imagine how fast it goes. Yeah, Slugma, who has skin that's hotter than the surface of the sun. What's up, Jaded? We fought Azelf and actually lost because Liepard cost us 3 hearts. And then we fought Lugia, and now our friend Nihilego is back. When will we get a horse starter? I feel like we're good on horse Pokemon at the moment. Yeah, we were talking about that, the Dodrio short. Where it's like, you know, the Attenborough specials. They make it like a nature documentary. I think they had one on... The guy did one on Snom, and it was really cute. But he claimed that Dodrio was said to be a descendant of Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, and I was like, I don't think that's true. I just looked at every Pokedex entry for it, and I don't see any mention of that. Unless that was said in like an offhand thing in the anime. Bulbapedia says, despite its name, Dodrio seems like it has more in common with ostriches than dodos. Yeah, they kind of did call it like a dodo. I mean, it doesn't have wings, I suppose. It is flightless. Unless Dodrio's next can make a helicopter. Mudsdale is slower than Stonejourner. That feels like it should be illegal. I mean, I feel like that's kind of misinformation, honestly. You could speculate, but also maybe throw it out a little tidbit like that, and you just kind of like made it up. It may draw inspiration from Buddhist three-headed demigods, whose faces are sometimes said to embody one of three emotions: joy, anger, and sorrow. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that was said somewhere that it's related to the legendary birds, but I can't find out where it's been said. If it's been said. Wait a second. According to its Pokédex entries, Doduo can run at 60 miles per hour, while Dodrio can only run at nearly 40. However, Dodrio's base speed stat is higher. If that ain't the most Pokemon thing I've ever seen. Doduo can go 60 miles per hour, but Dodrio is actually faster, so okay. Hashtag just Pokemon things. You mean your Pokédex entry deliberately contradicts the way you put your stats into this Pokemon? But it's funny that Dodrio is in Pokemon Unite. That Liepard again? Liepard, Kangaskhan, Roselia? Wish we didn't have two paralyzed pokes. Also, I feel like certain I don't know, how canon do you consider, like, the anime versus the games? How canon do you consider the manga versus the games versus the anime, you know? Excited for ZA? I am. Lunatone and Solrock are faster. Yeah, does Pikachu canonically love ketchup? Is it just Ash's Pikachu that canonically loves ketchup, or is Pikachu beloved by all Pikachus? Do some Pikachus prefer mustard? How deep does it go? Yeah, I agree. I always see the anime and the games as kind of separate entities. in the manga is its own separate entity, like even further away. Hot mustard. Spicy mustard is tasty. Yeah, Pikachu's in the pocket of Heinz. Big Heinz ketchup bottle. Pikachu is in the pocket of. Alright, time to revisit with a... Time to check back in on our old jellyfish friend. No way! It's Nihilego! Nihilego has a great idle animation where it just kind of sways in the wind. Man, if I get paralyzed going for Dig, I'm gonna be pissed. Do I already have my team of 6 for ZA? I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about what Pokemon I'd like to use. Honestly, chat, I kind of want to use, like, Mega Kangaskhan. I guess it depends on where some of these Pokemon are located and how easy they are to get. I mean, I have used Kangaskhan, but it's been a very long time since I've used it in a playthrough. Although I've never used Mega Kangaskhan in a playthrough of a game. Yeah, I want to use a Mega that I've never really had before. And then maybe like a Gen 6 Pokemon that I've never used. Yeah, that's another thing. Are we gonna get Mega Evolution unlocked early, or is it gonna be mid-game or late? I have a feeling it's gonna be early. It's gonna be early to mid-game. Use Dragalge. Yeah, Dragalge or Kralauncher I've never used. Yeah, Dragalge is an interesting choice, for sure. Hello, Jelly. I kind of want to use Esper again. I love Esper so much. It's so cute. GG. Nice seeing you again, Nihilego. Feel free to show up again. Always enjoy fighting you. Yeah, I mean, the temptation to just go find Gibble and be like... to just go find Gibble and use Garchomp again. You've never used Aegislash? That's a fun one to use. Alright, Yellow Jelly? Shiny 825? Or Liepard? No? Okay. No? Okay. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, Booper. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because, like, how many new Mega Evolutions are there going to be? Because what if, you know, there's Mega Delphox or Mega Greninja and they're really cool? Or they go with something like Mega Golurk. Yeah, we still don't know if there's gonna be regional Pokemon in the game or not. Because I certainly like using some of, like, the Hisui Pokemon. Is there gonna be, like, a Basculegion for PLZA? Alright, we're back to flying. Okay, we have a great team for this, by the way. Everybody is already locked and loaded. Yeah, Tyler's going to bed. Yeah, like, what if it's a really cool wizard? If they turn it into, like, a cool mage or a really neat wizard, then I would be interested. You'd rather them not do as many new megas to get at least a few regionals? Yeah. It's... They really did not show us a whole lot. They did not show us a whole lot. If they gave the megas secondary classes like D&D, that one might be really cool. Yeah, the Kalos Pokedex is tiny. It really is small. But then you have to factor in all the other, you have to factor in all the other returning Pokemon as well. There we go, you didn't get banned this time. That's too much like Braxton. I actually don't like that. Actually don't like that. I like Delphox's big cloak. I kind of wish it had a staff instead of just a stick. Give the Mega Evolution like a legitimate wand. A staff. A you shall not pass staff. Turn it into Dark Magician. What if they just turn it into Dark Magician? A mage bard, a berserker paladin, and a monk rogue. Yeah, you know, I'd be really interested to see what they would do for Chestnut. I would be very interested to see what they would do for Chestnut. Mega Chestnut. The shiny odds for Dynamax Adventures with the charm are 1 in 100, and without, they are 1 in 300. I mean, Pinchurin's Electric Surge is good for helping Tox. I might take this. I mean, Duraludon... I don't know. Duraludon is pretty good here, too. Unless it's Celesteela. In which case, that would be bad. They left out a few Pokemon. Do I think that'll happen with ZA? Probably. Hey, at least we know Pat Rat is back. Great news. At least we know Watchog is coming back, everybody. You have an unpopular opinion. Is that so? Yeah, the elemental monkeys should be back too, no matter what some people in chat feel about them. I would like to shiny hunt them. I feel like shiny hunting might be easier. Like the wild zones in ZA do not look like they'll be that big. So I wonder if it's going to be easier to shiny hunt, especially if they retain the noise and the sparkles. Absol is a cool concept, but you don't like its design. Never forget, Mega Absol's wings are non-functional. They are just fluff. It cannot actually fly. I don't know why you would make that decision. Personally, I think flying is neat. But yeah, if you ever use Mega Absol, just know that its wings are fake. It is a hack fraud. Yeah, like Superior's teeny little hands. We need a Griffin Pokemon. I've seen a lot of speculation for Grease for Gen 10. If they do end up going to Greece for any gen, we better get some cool mythical Pokemon out of that. All I'm saying. People were speculating because that picture in one of the houses in Scarlet and Violet that has like a area that looks like Greece is also in that animated Dragonite short that they put out for Pokemon Day, which they never localized. By the way. They only ever released that in Japanese. Which, I mean, you can still watch it. It's still on the Japanese YouTube channel. A Peter Griffin Pokemon. What would that even be? What would that entail? I think Japan would be boring. Like, we just went back to Japan for Kitakami. I'm not sure what they could offer that would be new and interesting as far as going back to Japan. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. We were in Spain for 5 seconds before they were like, well, we're going back to Japan. And then Unova. We have an Anubis Pokemon. Its name is Lucario. I mean, if we do get an Egyptian region, which that's my dream, by the way. That is my dream region. They would have to give Lucario a neat form. Pegasus regional form of Ponyta. That's what Galarian Ponyta should have been. I'm so salty about Galarian Ponyta and Rapidash. We could have had an Alicorn, which is a unicorn with Pegasus wings. And they were like, no, let's just give Galarian Rapidash weird eyes. Let's just make it ugly and forgettable. Australia, yeah, a lot of people want Australia. Yeah, they didn't do enough with the design, in my opinion. They played it too safe. At least for Rapidash. A cover legendary. That would be really interesting if they ever had like a cover bug legendary. Or arachnid before somebody is like, actually, spiders aren't. What am I hunting? I am doing Dynamax Adventures randoms, so nothing in particular. We have a flying type at the end here. Earth evolution in the form of a sphinx. A little Sphinx Eevee would be the only way for you to get me on board with a new evolution. Alright, this could be Celesteela, this could be Lugia, Articuno. It's Lugia again. Okay. The Lugia and Tenayaligo into Lugia, the classic. Nobody likes spiders? I mean, I like every spider Pokemon except for Spidops. I like Ariados, I like Spinarak, I like Joltik, I like Galvantula. I like Dewpider. An Araquanid. Tarantula's cute. But then they ruin it. Yeah, in that Terra leak, there was some documentation where they said something about fan art too. They definitely pay attention. I don't want a Pokemon to look too much like somebody's fan art. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I feel it's pretty much the same way, Cacturn. I don't particularly want a new evolution. Like, the EVs are so prevalent in every game. They're so prevalent in merchandise. They're just all over the place. Like, people bitch and moan about Charizard getting representation and then turn around and be like, oh, the EVs. Like, okay. No, not the extra sensory onto Tox. That's just bully. No, there's no evolution coming anytime soon. Maybe for Gen 10, but that's not this year. People were speculating we were gonna get a new evolution for PLZA. Like, okay. Ooh, a normal type that evolves into something like a dragon, a steel, or a bug type. That would be interesting. It'd be nice to see them experiment more with typing instead of just, here's 5 new fish and they're all water type. Here's 3 new birds and they're all flying type. Oh my gosh, can this Lugia die? Good. It tried to target me and it lost. I hate when they live on 1 HP and we have to all select our moves again. Like, just die. Oh my god. And then it gets off some extra sensories and gets a kill in. Yeah, people seem to want a ghost Eevee. In all the discussions I've seen, people seem to want a ghost Eevee the most. Alright, GG. Oh my god. I can't select what ball I wanted. Yeah, you'd go for Ghost. Going Ghost. As Mr. Fenton, Mr. Danny Phantom would say. I think Poison would be fun. Also, ad warning. Ads do be coming up. Can we get this in before? Bug Eevee. Bug Eevee could have potential. They'd have to differentiate it from Leafeon, though. No. 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 Also, no. No shinies. You want a Dragon Eevee? How many DAs did Clown take? Blacephalon took like 105 or something like that. Blacephalon took quite a while, which it wasn't that bad. Considering you can one-shot Blacephalon. Alright, well this lobby fills and the ads be playing. Chat, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Yes, Lugia has still betrayed. Can you believe it? Shaking my head. Shaking my head! Huge news, chat. I just checked social media. Aqua Pets were at the New York Toy Fair. They're bringing back Aqua Pets? I can't believe it. They need to bring back the one I had. I had like Guigi or something. It was like Loogie or something like that. It was like he was a stinky boy. Dragon Scale Eevee. I think they're capable of doing any type, honestly, as long as they get a good designer. Like, they could do steel, they could... I mean, I'd like to see ground. Nobody ever brings up ground for an evolution. Ground is my favorite type. Gotta rep my favorite type. They'd probably bring back the, Did she design any evolutions? Pikachu. I really should remember her name. Atsuko Nishida. Oh no, yeah, she made Vaporeon. Oh yeah, and Espeon, and Umbreon, and Sylveon. Yeah, they should get this lady. If there's anyone who should be making a new evolution, it's her. She also made Bellibolt, the Palmy line, Hisui Zoroark, oh, Alcremie, Alolan Raichu. Her Gen 5 Pokemon she made are really funny. You have Munna, Musharna, Cottonee, Whimsicott, Petalil, Lilligant, Minccino, Chinchino. All kind of more feminine Pokemon. She also made Carablast and Sora and Zoroark. And Carablast. Everyone's favorite Pokemon. Yeah, she made the whole Charizard line. And Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, and Wartortle. Wow, she contributed to the designs of Ash, Misty, and Brock. This lady is legendary. I don't know if Game Freak has like a Hall of Fame, but if they did, they should elect her. Yeah, I invented Charizard. And Weepin' Bell. She actually made the whole Oddish and Victory Bell lines. And Kricketot. She made the whole Charizard line and Mega Charizard X, so who made Charizard Y? Victory Bell is the cutest, it's true. I mean, Vileplume or Victory Bell would be great candidates for a Mega Evolution or something. Okay, Dubwool, that was a little bit... I was like, yeah, geez. That was a crit. Unfortunate crit right there, damn. You think Charizard X is ugly? I like Charizard X, but I also like Charizard Y. I don't know, chat, do you prefer Charizard X or Charizard Y? I want to say I've asked this before and almost everybody said Y. Charizard Z, don't put it past them. Charizard X, okay, a little bit of both. I like both. I have the boring take of that. I like both. I think they're both fun. Now here's the same question but for a different Pokemon, chat. Do you like Mewtwo X or Mewtwo Y? Is that Comfey? Not to introduce a stage 4 Evo? Yeah. You think both Mega Mewtwo's look dumb? Honestly? Okay, chat's... I get it. People are saying neither. I agree. Like, if I had to pick one, I guess I would pick X. Because it's so weird. It's such a strange choice. But, like, OG Mewtwo just dunks on both of them. I mean, I feel that way about most Mega Evolutions. Like, I just like the OGs more. But Mewtwo in particular, it's crazy. Because Mewtwo Y, they're like, well, what if it was more Mew-shaped? It's like, okay. I don't like that, but I get it. What were they going for X? What if Mewtwo had a little bit of Hitmonlee in it? What if Mewtwo channeled the stretchy fighting legs that Hitmonlee has? That's what it reminds me of. Mewtwo X just reminds me of Hitmonlee. It's like Mewtwo and Hitmonlee had a child. They had a weird son. boobyified Mewtwo's design. Yeah, Mewtwo didn't get... Don't kill. Thank you. Mewtwo didn't get its angles back until Gen 9. He kind of just looked doughy. But a lot of Pokemon look like that. Charizard too. I think Charizard looked pretty doughy for most of its 3D existence. Yeah, Mewtwo should be an intimidating, threatening looking Pokemon. You should be terrified of Mewtwo. I mean, they don't make it tall enough either. Mewtwo is like 6 or 7 feet tall. If they sized it correctly, just its height would be intimidating. Okay, we have a dragon in front of us. That could be 1,000 different things. We could grab Mantine in case this is Zygarde, I suppose. Yeah, Mewtwo back in like red, blue, green era, it looks like a nightmare. Burp, burp, burp. Putting Gmax/Dynamax above Megas. I don't think that's that hot of a take. I mean, some people are diehard Mega fans, but I'm not one of those people, you know? It doesn't help that a lot of Mega Evolutions fundamentally, like, did not seem to understand what made the original Pokemon so good, at least competitive-wise. Like, taking Garchomp's speed away on Mega Garchomp, it's like... Wow, you guys really just don't get it, huh? That's a choice. Is another one of my beloved Pokemon gonna get a Mega Evolution with a pointy chin? I can't wait to find out. They're gonna give Tyrantrum a Mega Evolution and it's just gonna look like the Crimson Chin. Yeah. Mega Snom, I would pop off. Yeah, and then it's like Mega Kangaskhan hit the scene and it's like, wow, you guys just didn't think about that one at all, did ya? Yeah, Mega Garchomp kind of has like a Lady Gaga look to it. I cannot believe Garchomp is my all-time favorite Pokemon, and Aerodactyl is in my top 5. And both of them got Mega Evolutions that have very pointy chins. I don't understand. It feels cursed. Like, what an insane coincidence that is. Yeah, they gotta do it to Feraligatr now. Give Feraligatr the Jay Leno chin. Didn't get the point. I mean, they didn't do any justice for Mega Aerodactyl either. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Man, how is this Mantine still alive? It's funny, the Chikorita discourse is so stupid. It's so funny seeing people be like, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Look, if you're struggling with any starter in a casual playthrough of Pokemon, I don't know what to tell you. People are acting like I just don't know what to tell you at that point. It is a genuine skill issue. Maybe, you know, you could play the Pokemon game like they intend you to play it and get another, you know, set of Pokemon to help your starter out. Or maybe level your starter. It's just so many people's complaint about Chikorita is that Meganium, it does not have good stats. And it's like, they're probably, hopefully, going to fix that. But like, we're talking mostly casual playthroughs. Yeah, I want Chikorita, I want Incineroar. I wanted Rillaboom. If it isn't a cool dragon with 600 stats, I don't want it. It's like plenty of great Pokemon are terrible. That's such a dumb argument. Like, I love Farfetch'd. I think Farfetch'd is great. Would I ever really use it in any competitive setting? No. And like, that's fine. There's over 1,000 Pokemon. I wish there was more consistency with competitive across the board. But like, not every Pokemon is gonna, you know, be a 10 out of 10 stat, intimidating banger, you know? I just think that's a silly argument. Yeah, not everybody wants to play super competitive Pokemon. Like, most of these people that are arguing over Chikorita, it's like, you're probably not a VGC player. We're just talking a casual playthrough. Especially of a modern Pokemon game. If you can't beat a modern Pokemon game with any of the starters, skill issue. Like, immediately go catch a cool fire type or something, you know? Like, build your team up around your starter if you think you're going to be at a disadvantage. I mean, I struggled using Hisui Decidueye from time to time in PLA. I felt like that thing was always just getting dunked on. But I thought Hisui Decidueye was cool, so I took it. Nice. Weather Ball is so clutch. The burn should kill? Nope. So close. This thing has maybe like 3 HP left. Wow, the double target onto Mantine. That's very rude. GG. Get out of here, Latios. Unless you'd like to be green, in which case you can come right on back. If you want to be a nice St. Patrick's Day lucky green, you can come on right back. Alright, let's see. No. I was like, what does double look like again? I forgot. Dang it, Mantine never wants to be shiny either. I still need Mantine. Alright, GG, go next. And you know, another thing about the Chikorita debacle, so many people complaining that it's a terrible stat Pokemon. Well then why do people love Nuzlocke and like Ironmons? Maybe some people find the challenge of taking Chikorita in Gen 2 fun. I don't get it. have to play my Super Omega Nuzlocke Ironmon, where if my Pokemon faints in game, I die in real life, but also, how could any Pokemon be weak? They all need to be so strong. Okay, we have some interesting choices here. Yeah, I love Chikorita. I literally have Meganium, Typhlosion, and Feraligatr figures right in front of me right now. And like, the people hating on Totodile are even wilder. It's like, you hate a big, cool crocodile. I think they're just Zoomers or Gen Alpha kids that did not play Gen 2, and they just love, like, Gen 6 or Gen 7. And they're like, Poplio isn't here. Well, I hate all these Pokemon. This isn't Incineroar. Okay, we have another dragon. Well, I guess I'm keeping Hatterene. What's up, Derek? Yeah, how could anyone hate Totodile? It's like people blew up Fuecoco. Totodile is like the other side of that coin. It's just a silly little guy who's just happy to be here. Who evolves into an absolute beast, and people are like, oh, I don't like this. Also, Feraligatr has had some hilarious sprites. Who could forget the back sprite of Feraligatr where it looks like he's cheeked up? That's funny. Who could ever forget Feraligatr's big old cheeks? Incineroar is a boomer starter. You hope for regionals for the PLZA starters and megas for the Kalos starters. They could very well do that. Or the reverse of that. Nothing is as weird though as all the people that were like upset that Chikorita was not in, or Cyndaquil. Wrong C Gen 2 starter. All the people that were like, where's Cyndaquil? And it's like, what? What do you mean? Guys, what do you mean? I mean, Pokemon fans are known for not reading. Are they now known for not even playing the games? What do you mean, where has Cyndaquil been? We saw him like last Wednesday. He's doing great. And I just think it's funny that they just plopped Tepig in there. We have a new Gen 2 starter in town, and its name is Tepig. Tepig is, yes, a sticky note that just says Cyndaquil. I've seen so much funny fan art of that. It's great. Yeah, people were legitimately complaining that Cyndaquil wasn't there, and I'm like, what? Guys. What are you talking about? And you know, I'm not the biggest Emboar fan. I don't really love Emboar. But like, Tepig hasn't really had anything going on for it, so I'm happy to see it. Again, I really would have been happy with most combinations of starters. It's weird watching so many people get so like angry about it when it's like they could have done Snivy, Piplup, and Chimchar and it would have been like, okay. cool. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't, like, it's fine. The starters will all probably be cycled in one after another. Yeah, Embor kind of it did get done dirty. Embor being the third firefighting starter. Like, exactly. They did not do any... Embor's PR was terrible. I still am in disbelief that they did that for 3 gens in a row. And now we're on the cusp of a potential third Fire Ghost starter. Like, as long as Embor isn't Fire Ghost, I'm good. Grass Fairy, Fire Flying, Water Dark. Like I said, as long as Embor isn't Ghost, I'd be fine. Fire Dark, they saved that fake out. Wow, the bullet punch onto Hatterene, that's really mean. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they saved that for Incineroar. Remember when they started teasing Litten and everybody was like, what if it is yet another firefighting Pokemon? I mean, Incineroar could very easily have been firefighting. It's a wrestler. They could have easily had put fighting on there. And the Pokemon still would have made sense. Like, I'm glad they didn't. But we've been getting a lot of dark starters, too. I wish they would... Again, like, pick Bug or Electric or something. It's always dark ghost fighting with them. Good night, Galaxy. Have a good one. Yeah, our cat starters are both part dark. That is true. You have the bean, but it did not, the alert didn't pop up yet. And Incineroar and Meowscarada are both very similar shaped Pokemon. They're both bipedal cats. Yeah, dark type is evil type in Japanese, that is true. When all the starters go dragon. I'm surprised they haven't done that more. I mean, they stuck it on Mega Sceptile, which I honestly don't think fits very well. See, everybody's like, Meganium's gonna be Grass Fairy, but Meganium was originally supposed to be Grass Dragon. So I feel like they scrapped that for the worst. And then Sceptile came in and swoosed up the typing that Meganium was earned. And Meganium should have had. They specifically avoid Electric Ice Dragon. Well, I mean, this typing combos are getting so stale. Again, it's always dark, ghost, fighting. Like, did Quaquaval really need to be water fighting? I feel like you could have made Quaquaval Water Fairy. And maybe it wouldn't have been so bad. Maybe it would have been actually useful in competitive battles if that was the case. Yeah, ground, rock, steel. Yeah, if you're a grass Pokemon with a long neck, you're automatically a dragon. The Alolan Exeggutor rule. It's in the Pokemon Bible. It's written rule number 1. That Cinderace wasn't fire electric. Gen 8, they were just like, yeah, you're all just gonna be single type. No duo types for you. Rillaboom could have been grass ground. Inteleon could have been water dark. And Cinderace could have been fire electric. Mega Tropius that's part dragon incoming. Dark Ghost fighting are kind of like types that you can indicate a Pokemon's attitude. Yeah, I get what you mean. They're like a typing that automatically assigns a personality. Yeah, we don't see rock starters. Like, they kind of popped off a little bit with like Empoleon typing and Torterra typing. Let's bring Steel and Ground back. I think that's why so many people like the Gen 4 starters, because of their unique typing. Well, minus Infernape. I'm still mad that Tropius is so small in Scarlet Violet. You run up to it and it's just like the size of your trainer who is a little child. You should be a big banana dinosaur. Yeah, but Blaziken did it first. My point wasn't about if I like Infernape or not. My point was that it did not have unique typing, which is just factually true. Blaziken, been there, done that. Oh no. The Pal Father is in. Yeah, Mega Meowstic would be really cool. I mean, people like Infernape because it's like Goku. Sun Wukong. I don't... What do people like about Empoleon and Torterra? I mean, people love Piplup. Piplup is very beloved. They like Torterra's tree. I mean, Torterra being like a lion turtle sort of creature is pretty neat. Yeah, people like Piplup. Piplup is way more of a beloved Pokemon than I feel like Empoleon is. What's up, McSam? You got shiny Azelf? Nice. I recently picked up shiny Uxie. Azelf is my last remaining one. Why can't it Dragon Claw the Hatterene? It is kind of funny that the Gen 4 starters have been skipped many times now. Like, they were in PLA, but did they get a form or anything? No. They did not. Oxy was 196. I wish that this game kept track of how many times you fought a Pokemon, because I'm sure Uxie and Azelf would be up there for me, too. Yeah, the Gen 4 starters, I guess, got BDSP. That was their big present. In a sick and twisted kind of way. Katarine is a weird Pokemon? Sure, but I don't think she's that weird. Please stop. Katarine is our ticket to winning this. Please. Cease. Leave my giant hat lady alone. Good. We gotta confuse. My one BDSP prediction, which I'm legitimately sad did not happen, is that we were gonna get more Rotom forms. But they barely... It was like Platinum was disgusting to them, so they barely did any Platinum stuff. Nice! Woo! I love beating Palkia. GG! Good job, everybody. You know what, pal? For you... A love ball for you, pal. Palkia, everybody's waiting for you. Tina, Dialga, Arceus, we're all waiting for you. Heatran, come on. Join us. Be very pink. Nope. 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 Palkia, why do you waste my love balls? If you think Game Freak put their whole effort into Sinnoh Remake as their big projects, the starters would have had new iterations. Yeah, I mean, looking just at history, Oraz and... The Gen 4 starters really they did not get jack squat. Yeah, too bad Palkia Shiny is kind of yucky. You hit 14k resets for Dratini. That is brutal, Justin. That is diabolical. Oh, my boy Porygon is back. Let's go. Shiny Seeking? Nice. Congrats on the shiny fish. The Gen 5 remakes aren't until after Gen 10. Yeah, I want them to put their everything into Gen 10. I don't want them skimping on Generation 10. We have another flying. We've seen a big increase in the flying types. No shiny locks. That might be the hardest ask of them all. I'm hoping since we had the pendulum swing in the direction of 500 locks in Scarlet Violet, it's gonna swing in the other direction for Gen 10. Because we had a lot of stuff available, shiny huntable in Sword and Shield, Gen 8, and then it swung the other way and they locked everything. So let's hope it swings back around and there's not as many locks. Because I just know the Japanese fans that love shiny hunting were pissed. So I know they know people did not like that. Yeah, I mean, it's the 30th anniversary, Generation 10, like, the stars rarely align for franchises this much. They know shiny hunting is popular. They know people like it. They would never get rid of it. Wonder what Masuda even does with Game Freak these days. I can't even remember what title they gave him. The rumor that the locked legendaries in Gen 9 are due to a technical limitation they couldn't figure out in time. See, I would believe that. Especially like all the blueberry... The blueberry legendaries all being locked because because of a programming issue. I could believe that. I really could. Yeah, the snack worth. I hate saying that. Snacks worth. Can we have one generation where there isn't some sort of freak character? Swordward, Shieldbert, and then Snacks worth. Why can't he just be called Greg? Michael. John. Why do they have to have names like that? John Canto. John Canto and Michael Jodo. Kevin Hohen. Rumpelstiltskin. That would slay me if that was the case. Yeah, we're hoping for Greg for Gen 10. Yeah, Pokemon Trainer. Team Snag'em member Biden. If you have never played through Pokemon Coliseum or Gale of Darkness, chat, I cannot prepare you for how unhinged the NPC names are in that game. Those games. Gorp. Yes, there was a legitimate NPC named Gorp. And I'm not kidding. This is fully 100% serious. Every NPC in those games has the most nonsensical, randomly generated name you could ever see. See, in a perfect world, I could be like, oh, go buy the double pack of Coliseum and Gale of Darkness, but I cannot say that, for it is not true. I mean, they play very nice on Dolphin. They play great on Dolphin. Oh, Mirror B. Yeah, Mirror B's two goons have funny names, too. They're like Trudley and Daryl or something like that. They're all out of Gorp license plates. Team Snag'em Goons. I'll probably replay Coliseum at some point this year, chat. We played Gale of Darkness last year, so this year's gotta be a Coliseum year. Big Amogus. Legitimate consoles. I kind of want to check out the new Sonic Unleashed, what is it called? Decompiling? Just talk about a company, another company that never re-releases its old games. I actually did download, I mean, my legitimate copy of Sonic Unleashed for the 360. Just need to patch the files. Because I played Sonic Unleashed for the Wii when it came out, and then I've never touched it again, and I've been wanting to replay it. Every odd year, and then Gale of Darkness every even year. I like how you abbreviated it as God. Makes me think of God of War. Kratos would love Pokemon Coliseum. No Chow Garden, no purchase, real. Although apparently the 360 version of Unleashed is very different from the one I played. There's more like collecting involved, which I didn't even know. Yeah, you know me with my non-existent PlayStation 5. Always be playing those games on my PS5 that doesn't exist. What would be Kratos' favorite Pokemon? Magmar? Yeah, Aegislash. Yeah, Doublade. Darmanitan. Yeah, Justin, for so long I didn't even realize that was the case. I didn't even realize the PS2 version was the same as the Wii version. I mean, even if Sega re-released Unleashed, they'd probably find some way to ruin it, like the re-releases of Colors and all the other ones they've done recently that have just been horrendous. Also, we're down to 2 lives. That's scary. I cannot even see who's in front of us. Cleavor. You'd probably like Urshifu. And you could have Cubfu as his son. He can be the titular boy. Oh, it's Heliolisk. Burp, 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 burp. Okay, Heliolisk, I hear you. I need this shiny. Would you like to be red? Although you'll definitely be in PLZA. I know I can get you shiny there. Gonna have to get your pre-evo there. When is the Nintendo Direct? Is it April 2nd? April 4th? It is the 2nd. I think it's the 2nd. So we have not much longer to go for the Nintendo Direct. Man, I'm scared Nintendo's going to unveil the Switch 2, its pricing, and they're immediately going to go up for pre-order and sell out. I feel like I gotta be at that Direct, otherwise... I mean, if I want to actually buy the console. Because scalping is so bad right now with what feels like everything else. A legitimate fear that Switch 2 is gonna get gobbled up by scalpers. I mean, just look at how the PS5 went for the first several years of its life. Yeah, I gotta have Best Buy open, I gotta have Amazon open, I got Target open, I got Walmart open. Have every retailer's Nintendo page up and ready. Chad, I found one pack of Pokemon cards in my grocery store. It was a miracle. And I actually pulled a Medicham. From the Terra set with Terrapagos. Man, Lugia is a frequent customer tonight. Yeah, Nintendo has said that they have warehouses. Or maybe that was like from the leaks. I don't know if Nintendo actually said that. Miyamoto was like, hey guys, don't worry, we got warehouses full of these. Guess we'll go for Ice Beam. Also, we're coming up on March 10th. So I wonder if they're going to announce anything for Mario. Because this is Mario's 40th anniversary year. And so far, we just know that MK9 is coming. We can fit so many Switch 2s in these warehouses. Yeah, I think it's the 40th for Mario this year, the 30th for Pokemon next year, and then the 40th for Zelda next year. And I mean, we're due for a new 3D Mario. They gotta give us something Mario related for the Switch 2 other than, Mario Kart 9. I couldn't think of the name. You're putting me to sleep, Lugia. Get out of here. Golden Sun. Uh-oh. The perfect first date. I don't know, just something where you both have fun. Okay, the light screen might help. Let's see. Maybe they'll release... I can't imagine they would talk about 3D Mario before the Switch 2 Direct in April. But perhaps we'll get information about the Mario movie sequel on March 10th. GG. Mario Kart X. Ooh. We better bring Star Fox back. It has been far too long since we've seen my boy Fox McCloud and Mr. Falco Lombardi and Slippy Toad. Alright, let's see. Nope. 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 And no, Lugia, all you do is waste my precious resources. They're all resting in a grave. I mean, every series that released for the Switch was their best-selling numbers on the Switch. When was the last time they released a Golden Sun game? $2010? It's been that long? Damn. And it was nowhere as good as the first two ones. I wonder if Nintendo is going to experiment with more Tetris 99 style games. They put out a fair few for the Switch. Camelot? Is that the name of the studio that makes those? Camelot? Arthur and Lancelot, they're making the Golden Sun games? I know nothing about that franchise, so I don't have a ponytail in this race. F-Zero 99. Yeah, that might be the closest thing we'll ever get to a new F-Zero. Well, F-Zero being talked about or put out by Nintendo in general. Yeah, I've never played it. It's one of those franchises that people just always talk about. I just always see mention of it. Kind of like Earthbound. Top 5 hardest bosses in RPG history. You could read every NPC's mind and they had silly thoughts. You play it, your protagonist can read minds? That's kind of crazy. What are the other companies doing? Like, what's Microsoft and Sony putting out? What have they been up to? What's up, Jay? Earthbound Immortal. I love all the big goofy boss monsters from 5Ds. Like Odin, Loki, and Thor. Okay, we got a steel type. This team is not looking so hot. This team is not looking so hot. Uh-oh. Shiny Hunt and Tina, nice. We've had some good runs tonight. I'm still salty over that first Azelf loss, though. Azelf better show its face back here again. Also, ad warning, ads are coming up. We're just gonna be fighting Trevenant. It's probably gonna take us 1,000 years with this team. Pukamuku and Chansey. Capcom is your second favorite game dev studio? Are you gonna buy the new Monster Hunter Cacturn? Oh, this is so dire. This is so dire. We're in trouble. Yeah, WB firing, like laying off everybody from Monolith, canceling that Wonder Woman game, and then being like, "Oh, we're gonna focus on Game of Thrones games." See, that's what all these CEOs are like. They're just IP brain zombies. Everything has to be an IP. Doesn't matter if it's even a good IP. We want 500 more Batman games and a Game of Thrones games. Oh, good lord. No, you haven't finished Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, you know, if there was ever a game studio that was very notorious for being cutting edge on having fun NPC enemy characters, it would have been Monolith, yeah. Oh, man. WB games might just completely fall apart. All it takes is another $200 million game sink, and they might just fracture to the point of no return. Which is honestly such a bummer. Like, even if you don't care about Microsoft games or Sony PlayStation 5 games or AAA games in general, like, it's still good to have, you know, choices. Competition. It's not great when one company just runs away with it. Wow, this is really rough. Pyukamuku and Chansey are so diabolical. The NPCs love ruining your day. Let's just pick the two Pokemon that do fuck all. Nice crit. Great crit. Acupressure. Went for the taunt. Trevenant shakes off the taunt. Things are going great. Would I ever play Metroid? No. Samus is cool, but there's never been a Metroid game I've ever really wanted to go out and play. Yeah, this run is kind of a complete... I can't even think of the word. Waste of time. Sink. Any good pulls on Pocket lately? No. Every pack I've pulled in Pocket lately has been doo-doo garbage. I also have not wonder picked anything to save my life lately. Oh, great. mean, Metroid Dread looked fun. If I was to ever get one, it would maybe be something like that. Yeah, Pyukumuku. I love Pyukumuku, but man, is it such dead weight. Oh my gosh, please just kill us, Trevenant. Yeah, I've rarely even seen any Wonder Picks even worth taking. I've just been doing like low stakes hollows for like Crobat. I can't even get hollow Crobat. That's how dire it is. Yeah, he is toying with us. I'm gonna run out of Dazzling Gleams. This is the worst start we've ever had. Thanks, Peonia and other little girl. Thanks so much for this. Yeah, have they ever released a Metroid collection? You think that would be something that Nintendo would have interest in? Gosh, this is the worst fight we might have ever... This is so bad. I'm like in disbelief. Ciao. Thanks for being so dumb. Great, Chansey's back. Wonderful. This is so painful. It's not even close to dead. What the frick? Nintendo is allergic to money. I'm still surprised they never brought any, like, the Zelda... Like, they could have done Wind Waker and Twilight Princess together. Maybe they'll do that next year, because I cannot imagine they have a new Zelda game ready to go next year. We just got Tears. And, Echoes. So we just got a 2D and a 3D... Well, 2D... You get what I mean. We just got 2 Zelda games hot off the press. There's no way they'll have something ready, so they're gonna have to release some collections next year. Unless they're doing a full remaster of Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo Switch 2. In which case... Sign me up. And then have it with Majora's Mask, too. Yeah, Chibi. And fire the guy that keeps doing the UI for the recent Zelda games. That's all I want. Wow, that was absolutely tragic. That was the worst Dynamax run I think we've ever had. I didn't think that was the worst run we've ever had. Holy shit. I should save this. I should save... Yeah, we didn't even get a shiny check. I should save this for maybe like a... That was so disgusting. The NPCs taking Pyukumuku and Chansey is a great point against Dynamax Adventures. Oh my god. That was the worst. I mean, we were due for a bad Dynamax stream, chat. To be honest, I've had way too much good luck lately. This is the pendulum leveling out a little bit. Second time I've brought up pendulums tonight. What happened? We lost to Trevenant, the first Pokemon midnight. The NPCs took Pyukumuku and Chansey. Also, speaking of pendulums makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing the Early Days collection, and I busted out my old Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Duelist Soul book, Prima official strategy guide. It's been so fun. Eternal Duelist Soul rules. Okay, thank God. No NPCs. That was sickening. Oh, look who decided to show up. Oh, Trev. Okay. What the frick? Trevin, it's like, oh, I'm back. Yeah, I got the early days collection. The only thing I'm sad about is I got the Harpy Feather Duster that I didn't want. I wanted the purple background one and I got the red one. I wanted the other Harpy's Feather Duster. Oh, there's Caparajah. Psychic. Okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's a really... Speaking of collections, we were just talking about collections. I hope Konami does one for all the 3D games, like Forbidden Memories, Falsebound Kingdom. Mostly Forbidden Memories, because I've never played it, and I would like to play it. Behem. Alright, I have the minion. The minion is locked and loaded. The minion is going for max darkness. Yeah, it could be Lugia, it could be Latios, Azelf, or Solgaleo. That's so crazy that Psychic has been narrowed down that much. Taking Uxie out really feels like it reduced the Psychic pool. We've been getting mostly flyers tonight. Yeah, there's so many games in the early days collection that I don't even, like, have never seen in my life. I think there's a few that are Japanese only that are on there, which is pretty sweet. It's got the Dungeon Dice Monsters game, which I'm excited to try. And then with Eternal Duelist Soul, I usually just like vanilla beatdown, which is just 4-star monsters that like Gemini Elf. Teo whipped out Gemini Elf on me last night, and I was like, ma'am? Help, I can't get over this. It's like Tristan putting 2K defense monsters down. Like, it's like, okay, Tristan. Silver Harpy. I should build a Harpies deck. That'd be fun. Even though Harpy support back then was basically just Harpy's pet dragon and elegant egotist. Duke Devlin. He's bringing sexy back. At least he used to before the copyright got him. Yes, Cyber Shield, yeah. Which gives you, what, like 300 attack? It's so funny going back to old school Yu-Gi-Oh! And every duel you beat, you get a pack of cards. And some of the rare cards are like Beast Fangs, where you add 300 attack to your monsters. And it's like, oh, this is so cute. This was considered rare back then. How cute. Why do I do randoms? Because randoms rules. I swear I get more shiny luck doing randoms than I do targeting a specific Pokemon. I have done targeted hunts, but I've been big into randoms lately. I mean, I've gotten Xurkitree, Kyurem, Stakataka, and Uxie just these past few weeks that I would not have gotten if I went after specifically like Articuno. And it adds some variety. I think it's more fun for people to watch on stream. Oh. Okay. The game was like, no. Oh wow, it booted everybody. The Sword and Shield servers are held together by paper clips, glue, and a dream. I was taking a few screenshots that I showed Tyler here. This is an example of a card that they considered rare in one of the packs I opened. A 5-star 1700 attack, 1400 defense. Akiriron. Look at that freak, I love it. Sky Strikers wish they had that aura. You're still going? I don't know why that happens. Clearly my internet is fine, I'm still streaming. Check out this guy, chat. Have you ever been more intimidated in your life? I'm telling you, I gave Joey a defeat he would not soon forget. With Bean Soldier. He's like the pre-Jerry Beansman. Yeah, Vorse Raider, the ultimate classic. I like Harpy's brother, 7-colored fish, Vorse Raider, Gemini Elf, Dark Elf. Also, it really has to be said that graceful... Whoops. I'm dragging the wrong things here. Graceful Charity really is just one of the most how did they print this? This is like Mega Kangaskhan roaming free. How did they print this? Draw 3, then discard. That is... Using Graceful Charity feels gross. Feels like I'm cheating the system. Insane card. She ain't ever coming back. Her ass is in Banland forever. Did somebody say Pot of Greed? I summon Pot of Greed. I activate Pot of Greed, Yugi. It allows me to draw 2 cards from my deck and add them to my hand. We have it. Professor Oak is the Pot of Greed of Pokemon. Reborn the monster. Pocket actually teaching me how to play the TCG is actually pretty fun. We watched a video the other day of, he went over all the original Wizards of the Coast Black Star promos for Pokemon. So like, the early promos they gave out for Pokemon the first movie, Pikachu, Electabuzz, Mewtwo. Those types of cards. And I was actually able to like understand what each card did. Neat. Very cool. Most of those cards were terrible. Most of those cards were stinky. Also, you would not believe the amount of Japanese promo cards that you could get going to like Toyota dealerships in Japan. So many of those promos. Oh, it's Azelf. We're getting revenge. So many early Japanese Pokemon promo cards were available in the weirdest places. There was like multiple promo cards on that list that you could have gotten from a card dealership in Japan. What are my thoughts on modern Yu-Gi-Oh? Eh. Sometimes they have fun archetypes that I like, but most of the time I think they're doing too much. I'm definitely a bit of a Yu-Gi boomer. Although sometimes it's like, where's my ghost ogre? Yes, I think it was Toyota or Hyundai or I don't know car brands, Chad. Those are not Japanese brands. A car dealership of some variety. Not to mention all the vending machine promos that were around in early life of Pokemon that are so cool. There we go. That's what you deserve, Azelf. Be gone. Vanish. Losing to Azelf is truly shameful. We will never let this happen again. I mean, unless, Azelf, unless you want to be shiny. In which case, I'll hear you out. But if you don't want to be shiny, be gone. I just beat the bot on expert. Can I pull another Gibble? Oh yeah, we got one cut short. Okay, it's a Cherim. I did not get it. Just like I didn't get a shiny. Womp. Alright, well, is everybody still in the raid? Did you guys get to Azelf yet? You predict no shiny? You were correct! Because I can wait. I can chill for a second. Probably do the last. You're going right now? Alright, we'll wait for a minute. Man, this is like my third Cherim I've pulled. Trying out Magic. Magic doesn't really have an art style I find too appealing. Or many monsters or characters that I've ever really liked. See, old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of weird... Like, look at this guy. I saw this guy and I was like, wow, that's sick. See, back in the day, we had Wicked Mirror. A cool-ass lizard on a mirror. And now we just get waifu archetype number 900 every time. Also, look at Skull Dice. Isn't Skull Dice cute? Skull Dice and Graceful Dice are so much better in the anime. In real life, they're trash. I still put them in my deck though, just for fun. I mean, look at her. Beautiful head huntress. Like, she's sick. That's cool. I like her giant sword. Those little Sky Striker bitches have nothing on beautiful head huntress. Or my all-time favorite boy, 7-color fish. Let's go! That's real Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Digimon cards, but I have not seen Digimon cards in store for like 5 months, so I don't know what's going on. Ooh, Revival Jam. A classic. A classic. Yeah, the password system. That's why I busted out my strategy guide, because it has every password. So I got some of my favorite guys back. I think they just announced like a little revival jam, like squishy piece of merchandise, which is fun. I got revival jam from a card shop. When I was a kid, I remember my dad took me and I got revival jam. The coolest card in the universe. You done? Alright, perfect. Merrick had so many cool monsters in Merrick's Goons. Like Lewis and Umbra having all the mask monsters. Arcana having the magician stuff. That's just sick. Or Strings with his Slifer deck. Does modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Have this? I actually think they have done a retrain, or they've referenced this card, or it's come back in Rush, I think, but... The Air Marmot of Nefariousness. A horned beaver that dive bombs enemies with acorns. Doesn't get much better than that. Yeah, his shiny Dark Magician. Arcana really did have shiny Dark Magician. He did. The Nut Gobbler. They should rename Air Marmot of Nefariousness to Nut Gobbler. Am I online? I might not be. That is a good point. Well, it just hard booted me right off. Thank you for pointing that out. I never think about it. If only there was a feature that could automatically put you back online. Yeah, you gotta love all the horrendous fusions of early Yu-Gi-Oh! I have a bunch of like 1200 attack fusions in my my trunk in Eternal Duelist Soul. Nothing more spicy than a 1200 attack fusion. Okay, Ghost, Ghost, and Ghost. And Seismitoad. Certain elements, yes. That's especially something Forbidden Memories does. Where they have, like, star signs, like Venus and stuff like that. The Flame Swordsman. I was playing Joey a little bit yesterday in Eternal Duelist Soul, and every time he pulled out Alligator Sword, I would say it out loud. I summoned Baby Dragon. He brought out Garuzis on me and I was like, whoa. Not Joey bringing out Garuzis. Repeat quotes from the abridged series. There's some that just rattle around my brain all the time. Joey to be the announcer and champion. I did know that, Jaded. Isn't that funny? I summon Red Eye's Black Dragon. Shut up, Mokuba. Periodically, I go back and watch through all the abridged episodes again, or at least have them on in the background. Okay, Vespiquen. My pal Yug. Panta Warrior. Joey kind of had a lot of cat-themed cards. Like, he uses Tiger Axe in Eternal Duelist Soul. They didn't give him Panther Warrior, though. Too bad. Vespiquen. She's the queen. Because shut up. I could hear all those voices perfectly in my head. As if I heard them yesterday. I always have, oh my god, a giant rock! Yes, it is a rock, and it is giant. Oh my god, another giant rock! Kaiba has the best lines. Both in abridged and in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Just facts. Alright, we're going big blim. Will I activate this? Will I activate this? The duel between Kaiba and Yugi for Battle City with Obelisk vs. Slifer is so good. One of my all-time favorite abridged bits is when, during the Orichalcos arc, when Kaiba is called by Joey and finds out that Yugi lost. He just starts banging on the table. Yugi lost! I thought we had something special. But yeah. It should have been me, not him. It's not fair. I quote that all the time. That's from the show. That is not an abridged quote. I think there's like official Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami merchandise you could buy with that. Of that scene. Man, I don't want to fight Swampert. Oh, this is bad. Somebody's got to swap here. A bitch ass at a bitch ass convention. The Orichalcos arc is so strange. Yeah, somebody take this, please. We need a fighting chance against Swampert. Please give us a grass type. Okay, well. Not quite what we ordered, but okay. Did I see the Bonds Beyond Time abridged? Yes, I saw it. Bit awkward to go back and watch all the stuff that had the Jaden voice actor though now. Those Yu-Gi-Oh movies were so insane. Pyramid of Light abridged is funny too. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX has gotten a ton of merchandise lately. There's like several elemental heroes have gotten figures. I think there's a Yubel figure coming out that I'm gonna have to buy. Cyber Dragon. Am I including alt forms like male, female? A lot of them I have, but I don't think they're counted as any different. This is the, I use PokédexTracker.com. For the abridged series, not Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. The guy who voiced him in the abridged series is not a good dude. Okay, we're doing fair damage. Alright. Swampert's scary. The screeching does help. We have Seismitoad to scream and yell at Swampert. The confusion helps too. That doesn't help. Well, I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have said anything. My beautiful sandcastle, no. I should not have said anything. Rip. Rip, 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 rip. I'm missing too many Galarian Pokemon shiny. I should fix that. Galarian Stunfisk is in DA, but never gotten it shiny. Finally picked up a Alolan Persian not too long ago, but now I need to get a Alolan Meowth. Somebody take Swampert. No, Swampert's cry is so nostalgic. Oh my gosh. Alright, what is the easiest way we can get to the steel boss? Galvantula, maybe? We do have 2 water grounds. Oh, yeah. And we can get the berries after. Easy shinies? Define easy shinies. Alright, we'll max here. Wiglet? I mean, I have to see a Wiglet outbreak to get it. It really depends on what Scarlet's outbreaks want to give me. Good, Volt Absorb is nice here. Well, that's your experience. It's not mine. I've seen Wug Trio a few times, but I almost never see Wiglet. Just like I never see Totodile, just like I never see Cyndaquil. There's several outbreaks that I would love to knock off my list, but it's very annoying to get the game to give them to me. It took me so long just to get Smoliv. The game didn't want to give me any Smoliv outbreaks. Alright, Galvantula wasn't too bad. Yeah, and then they gave everybody Smoliv outbreaks that are shiny boosted for an entire month. Watch, as soon as I get, like, the second Tandemaus, the second Cheddars, they're gonna have some sort of event where it's boosted. I already know. I already know what's about to happen. Oh, goody goody. Dang, Japanese shipping is fast as frick. I ordered something from Rakuten last night and it already showed up to my Japanese proxy. Damn. Alright, who are we ending on? Oh, you got the family of 3, nice. Well, it's Alex the Lion. We have not seen Alex tonight. Go for Shadow Ball here. I'd like to get my Scarlet Violet shinies done before PLZA comes out. I mean, I have like a very small handful left. It's not like that's a... Well, I mean, if the game would ever give me Totodile, maybe it is a hard task, actually. I completed my Scarlet and Violet shiny decks 500 years ago. Yeah, Sogaleo shiny I'm not crazy about either. I like Lunala's more dark. Dark red. I shiny hunt for stream, chat. I don't shiny hunt off stream. And I'll do it at my own pace, thanks. Alright, big S, big Swampert. Kill the lion. I don't know, chat, it's not a race. We still have many, many, many months before PLZA comes out. It's not like there's anything better really going on right now. It's not a race. Doesn't have to all be done overnight. Some shinies I'm even refusing to get right now, like Sprigatito, because I don't like hatching eggs in Scarlet and Violet. It's miserable. So I will just wait until a future game. And nobody can have a completed shiny dex right now. It doesn't exist because there's way too many shiny locks. There we go. GG. I mean, I could always just... I don't know, it's fine. Yeah, the old mythicals are always gonna be annoying. Alright, can we end on a shiny? If you had one shot. Yeah, there's no way to get Jirachi with your OT. Womp womp, womp womp, womp womp womp, womp womp womp. Wow, my first Dynamax adventures in like 2 weeks without a shiny. What am I gonna do? How will I ever go on? Yeah, Solgaleo being blue would have been sick. I just don't like Lunala's red is dark. Like here's Lunala. Like the darker red is nicer than the bright sunburnt red. Like it looks like Solgaleo was out in the sun too long. He didn't pack his sunscreen. It didn't pack its sunscreen. Are you done charging? You're done charging. Okay, time to charge my controller. But yeah, thanks for raiding tonight, everybody. It does look kind of evil. But that's cool. I kind of like that. Evil bat. No shiny Uxies or Stackas or anything that exciting tonight. And honestly, we didn't even have that many good runs, but... Thanks for raiding anyway and for hanging out, chat. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the follows. Shout out to the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. Check out the Discord. Shout out to the YouTubes. I already think I said that, but yeah. Thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I don't know what I'll feel like streaming tomorrow. Maybe more Dynamax, maybe Cobalion, maybe some third secret thing. We'll see. If I stream at all. Maybe... Who knows? Who knows? Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging. Bye-bye. Yeah, maybe we'll do Cobalion next. Sigh.